I think many Kenyans in Interland have always thought that if they don't hear anything, that the Al-Shabaab challenge has stopped. We have always had it continuously for the last 20 years or so. Our police officers, our gallant soldiers, our officers, all working in multi-agency, both military and police, have done a fantastic job together with the NPR in that region and the citizens in the border counties, and we want to commend them. We continue getting greater escalation of these attacks based on different times and depending on what has happened on the part of Somalia, which is now struggling to contain the upsurge of Al-Shabaab, particularly in Jubaland and the neighboring places to our border. It's our responsibility to continue securing it, and I want to thank our officers. What you saw yesterday is nothing compared to what our officers are doing to secure our border, and we assist of all the issues that are happening in the border counties and particularly related to terrorist attacks, and we will continue securing our officers, giving them the necessary equipment. Recent modernization program has helped a great deal to secure most of these officers, and we assist of that matter. On the issue of police brutality, I don't know if you cannot say there is police brutality until it is investigated and proven by a court of law. So we can only say that there are cases of persons who have passed on in various would have been mandamano, which turned out to be criminal activities not representing Article 37 of our Constitution, and unfortunately led to loss of life. Loss of life, no matter the circumstances, is regrettable, but the necessary institutions will investigate, including IPOA, and they will find out who are culpable. The law is very clear about culpability on matters of criminal acts. I don't think any organizer, I have said and I insist here that any person who has organized these acts of terrorism, burning police stations, burning vehicles, burning courts, burning supermarkets, we continue to insist that those are acts of terror. I wonder why, and I still insist, I still see the president of LSK going about defending criminals. Yes, we know that they are suspects. Who doesn't know that? But they are suspects of terror. And we are not relenting on that fact that those people deserve to be charged for acts of terror, to instill fear in the public, and their objective is to make sure that there are no working institutions by burning courts, burning police stations, stealing guns, killing people, burning supermarkets, and we will charge them for what they have done and what they did. I want to say clearly here to the Law Society of Kenya that first of all, they must not jump into conclusions, and that the investigations that we've seen is that these are acts of terror. Charges which have been leveled against these individuals are for terrorism. So it's now up to the court to find them guilty or not. And we do not want them to normalize terror in our country. And we don't want civil society voices that only are one-sided. They do not look at what the citizens are going through. Somebody's supermarket has been burned, police station, all these other places. Yet you will see people only speaking about one side, the perpetrators, and trying to excuse and undermine the process of trying to try these people for the crimes that they have committed. We remain firm, very firm. And those who are opposed to this must be told that they cannot intimidate us. I hear some saying, oh, you know, the minister, the IG, the who. We know the law. They can go and intimidate other people, but they cannot intimidate us. We know what we are doing. We know the law. We know what it takes to secure a country. And we are not going to do politics with our nation. We will deal with all these criminals for who they are and go for them for what they have done. And there will be no place that will be spared. There is no county that we will allow property to be destroyed. I hear some people saying, well, you know, because our political supporters are of this side, they must be excused. Criminals, we will not see them from a political support base. We'll only deal with them for what it is. If you ban somebody's supermarket in Nyeri or Meru, it doesn't excuse you because you have a certain political inclination. We are going to deal with you for who you are and what you do. And I think people should know that I don't just speak for the sake of it. I am properly schooled and I understand the law. And when I speak about the law, I know what I'm saying. It is acts of terror, and those characters will be charged for terrorism, and they must answer in a court of law. Because if we don't do these things, our country will slide into anarchy. There are some characters whom I saw online that they are calling themselves forces fighting police brutality, and yet they were carrying guns and dressing using jungle